Hi everybody and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So my name's Tori and
my name's Michael.
And today we're going to be doing another video together. So I'm sure if you've watched the videos over the past few months, you'll have seen Michael's face before and you know who he is. And we actually love doing videos together. So today we thought we would sit down and do a Q&A. I've got all the questions here in front of me on this wee tablet and they're all from you guys at home. So I asked you to send in your questions to Ask Michael and we've got them here and he's going to answer them for you because he is the professional dog groomer after all. So
sometimes
all the
times out of 10
all the time. So we have 11 questions here, Michael, and I'm just going to talk through them and we will give you our answers. So the first question is, what is your favourite dog breed and why?
Well, obviously it's poodles and anything with a wool-coated dog, but poodles, to me, I just love them. I have 4 of them of my own. They're fantastic. You can create things on them. You learn a lot from poodles, and just the coat type, you know, it's amazing for anybody out there that's groomers that want to learn to perfect their scissoring, and even for competitions and things. They're a fantastic dog. I love them. Their personality.
Oh, I love poodles' personalities.
Like
they're so cute and cheeky. I just love them.
They're a tonic.
Yeah.
They're like a tonic. They're like your best friend in the world.
Literally.
They're just amazing. And people. Years ago, whenever I first started out, I would never have seen a poodle. No. And then I started getting one for myself. Then I started seeing poodles, and by God, you know, they are fantastic dogs.
Yeah, they are.
All dogs are, but poodles.
They have a wee special place
right
in your heart.
In my heart.
Do you have a few different types of poodles, or are yours all big poodles, or have you got wee miniature ones?
2 standard poodles. I have a mini poodle and I have a toy poodle. Now my toy poodle, she's 11. My mini's, he's 5.
What's their names?
4. So we have Lola, we have Herbie, who's the manager, and then we have Yeva, who is the Phantom standard, and then we have Georgia, who is the creamy white standard, and unbelievable personalities, every one of them. Yeva is Y-E-V-A.
Where did you get that name from? Where did that come from?
Well, there was a girl up the country was rehoming her. And this girl's Brazilian and she was moving back to Brazil, and she rehomed her and I got her. Aww. So and she named her Yeva. I had a Eva as a schnauzer, schnauzer, and she passed away about 6-7 years ago. But Yeva is German kind of a name. So she's just beautiful, and she's grey and gold. She's fantastic. She's a beautiful dog.
Oh my word, beautiful.
But a bit mad.
Bit crazy, bit looped. Is that curly hair going to the brain? So the second question is then, what do you enjoy most about competition grooming?
I enjoy the buzz of a competition. The competitions are fantastic. The getting in there, getting under the buzz of it, coming out with a result is amazing, but if you don't come out with a result, it's still amazing that you can get into it. Now, for us, we run 2 competitions here in Northern Ireland, and it would be the Grooming Challenge NI and then the Northern Ireland Grooming Championships. Of course, we didn't run them this year, Tori, because of COVID and things, but even being in the background of a competition, watching everybody competing, it's amazing. The buzz, everybody's up to high do and they're all, oh God. And then even, you know, the feedback that you get, it helps you in everything that you do. I've been competing since 2015. I know it's not a long time, but that's
5 years,
That's whenever I started. And I love it. 5 years competing and I love it. And you know what? If there was 10 competitions a year, I would find 10 dogs to go, and even if I'm doing 1 dog at each competition, I would find 10 dogs to go and compete at those competitions, because
just love it.
The buzz and the atmosphere, and you meet loads of groomers, and the crack is brilliant, and even just that feedback, as I say, it makes you a 10 times better groomer. Like, I thought I knew what I was doing 5 years ago when it came to poodles and things. I hadn't a clue. I had to go to the specialists. The specialists out there are the judges that are judging these, that have been in the ring, they've been watching dogs walk around show rings and things, and they know everything about that breed, and they're the ones that you want to go under and go, do you know what, where can I make this better?
Yeah, of course.
It's like, even one of the judges that stood out in my head, she was an Italian judge, she was lovely, and I went on under her and she just loved my work, and she says, but you need to apply this here, there and everywhere, and I done it. and won the next competition.
Yeah.
So I know
it's a real learning process.
It's what you get from it.
Yeah.
It's not just about going on and competing and making, I'm this dog groomer and I'm the best of this, the best of that.
No.
You're not. You're learning every step of the way. And then that critique and that feedback is unbelievable. So if there was 10 a year, I'd be on 10. Trying my best.
Trying your best. Okay, so question 3 then. How did you get into competition grooming, and is there any top tips on how to get into it?
Well, I just figured out that there was one there in Dublin one time, and I just seen it come up on Facebook, I think, maybe 5 years ago, can't remember, but I went to it. I phoned up the woman, panicking, thinking, how do you do this? I've never done this before. Oh my God, I just hide away in my wee shed in the back of the house.
What was it gave you that want to do it? Did you just have this notion that you just wanted to try it and give it a go, or did you see someone else do it?
I've seen other people doing it on Facebook and things, and thought, you know what?
Good, I could do that.
I think on that last question, I've been grooming I've been doing the competitions for 5 years. I actually think that I'd done one in 2012. Now when I think back in there, 2014 maybe, 14. I can't remember the
One
dates.
to just try it.
One to try it. Wasn't even a recognised competition, it was just a wee competition.
Yeah.
And I done really, really well, you know, and I was buzzing.
I'm sure you were.
Buzzing. And somebody said to me, you should try more and more, and I thought, where the hell do you do them?
Yeah.
And there wasn't really that many. Smart Pets in Bangor, Nicola Moore, she used to run one. And then she stopped then there because getting the support for them too, it's tough.
Yeah.
It is tough, and they cost a lot of money. Now I have the backing of Christies obviously for all the prizes and things, and they do the full sponsorship, but I mean, if you haven't got that,
it's hard.
It's really difficult, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean,
your top tips
my
for
first
getting into
time getting into it,
yeah,
just do it.
Just go for it.
Just pick a dog, something that you're comfortable with. I think I done a schnauzer, and I was really comfortable with it, and I just went and done it, and I just, well, you know what? I was panicking. Stressed, didn't sleep the night before, all worried sick, slept in the camper van outside.
Oh, you're joking, to be prepared.
The Garda came over, and they were keeping an eye on us and all.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things, but it was because I seen somebody doing it on Facebook, and I thought,
I'd try that.
I'd love to try that. Would it be good enough? All the doubts. So the top tip is go for it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
If you want to do it, do it.
Don't doubt yourself. If you think that you can do it, you can do it. If you doubt yourself going to it, just do it anyway.
Yeah.
It's a bit of fun. It's amazing, and as I say, feedback, and the judges are lovely, and the organisers are great. I'm one of the organisers for the Northern Ireland ones. There's 4 of us, but I'm telling you, it's a fantastic thing to do, and
it's a bit of fun.
The crack's 90.
Yeah.
After you do it and you get that sense of relief, it's like, it's done now.
Yeah.
I've done my best.
And it's enjoyable.
Sure, if you get something, you get something.
Yeah.
If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
You can't win them all.
No, brilliant. That sounds great. I would nearly like to have a go at competition grooming after that.
I'll get you a wee dog, and I'll show you how to hand strap it, and we'll get you on the ring.
Imagine that. No, that would be a good video. So question 4, does my dog need as often groomed in the winter as the summer?
I would say a wee bit more in the winter. So instead of coming every 6 weeks, try and come every 5 weeks, 4 weeks, depending on the dog. Now, most dogs come every 6 weeks. But for wool-coated dogs and things, you know, like Bichons, Poodles, anything with a style on it, with a breed standard style, or even if it's just a teddy bear trim, or an Asian with big, long, flary legs and things, try and get them in a couple of weeks earlier.
Why would you say that in winter, that it definitely takes,
because you're out walking your dogs, you're in the fields, or for where I come from, the dirt and the dogs, oh my God, I live beside of fields. My dogs are running around fields all the time. People around me, they're living near fields. Even walking through the city centre,
just the worst weather.
The rain beating down, the dogs getting soaked, nobody drying them correctly, not brushing them right, and then they're coming in, they having to be shaved down, things like that. So a wee bit more regular to the groomers won't do you any harm. It'll do the dogs great. It'll be great for the dog.
So in terms of something to follow on with that, obviously you know about our new pet packs that we've got going on the website. So that would be a great thing to kind of do, you know, as long as having to maintain and groom, get yourself a pet pack for in between your grooming as well to help maintain your dog's coat.
The pet packs are brilliant. They're catered for every breed. If you go on the Christies site and you see them, they're fantastic. Every breed, they've got every product for every breed.
You literally type it in, whatever your breed is,
And you know what? If you have to do it in between grooms,
a wee brush,
a wee bath. blow dry it with your own hair dryer, fantastic.
Your groomer will be very thankful for it, I'm sure.
Oh God, most of my customers that are coming to me now, they're coming for a long time.
Yeah.
And the Bijons and the Poodles of the customer base, and even the Kerry Blues and things, that they look after their dog's coat in between, because me being me, I'm very upfront and personal. I just say, look, I need this done. If you don't do it, I'm just going to shave your dog.
Yeah, and then that's
so they
it.
come more often, or they do it in between times on their own. And then wee packs are fantastic.
Brilliant, really, really good. Just thought I'd drop that in there when we were talking about it. So question 5 then, my dog has very sensitive skin and I'm always worried to bath him at home. What would you recommend?
I would recommend that you get a hypoallergenic or an aloe vera based shampoo. Anything with a wee bit of tea tree and aloe vera or something like that, and just be careful, don't overdo it. Once every couple of weeks is enough. The more you bath the dog, the more irritation the skin gets. If you're using the correct shampoos, like I've just said, then you'll have no problems. Hopefully you'll have no problems. But if it's really bad,
get some professional help.
Don't do it. Go to the vets.
Yeah. Question number 6 then, how do you manage no-show customers in your salon?
Oh, I hate this. Right, well, we have a pet 1, 2, 3 system.
Okay.
Just like a dental appointment, you make your appointment before you leave. You have to make it before you leave. And every 6 weeks, 48 hours before your appointment, you get a text message to remind you that you have this appointment. If you don't cancel it within the 48 hours beforehand, so that we've got a chance to slot somebody else in, because we do have waiting list, then we charge you a £10 fee. If it's a repeating occurrence, like twice in a row, then it's a full groom we charge you, plus we don't book you back in if you don't come back for your full groom. So we will charge you double. If it's 2 missed appointments, it's 20 quid plus the full groom, plus your groom that day. And if you don't come back for that, then you don't come back at all.
No.
Simple as.
So you have a good amount of times to make sure that it doesn't happen. Look, life happens sometimes and these things do
people
happen.
have problems at home, or children not well, or something comes up and you just can't make it. And we all do it. I've forgot many appointments, but whenever I go to that appointment, I pay them for the one that I've missed, because they're sitting there with a slot for an hour. And I mean, even if it's a hair, dentist, anywhere, I'll pay them. And I think it's just courtesy that people say, "Oh, I'm well sorry," but there you go.
Yeah, paying them for the time that they would have spent on you.
You have people there. You've got students there with no dogs. I've got girls that are renting tables off me, and they're standing there with no dogs. And you know, it's a catch-22. It's not fair. You shouldn't do it. And if you've got a good enough reason, then that's fine. But I mean, no.
That's how you manage it.
I don't allow it.
No, you're just right. So question number 7 then. What is a tactful way of getting a customer to collect their pooch on time?
Oh, that's something that everybody contacts me about, all my students and things. Say, I had a man come here and he left his dog off at 9 o'clock this morning, never came back till 6 at night. I was devastated, and I told him that he had to pay extra, and he wouldn't give me the extra and things like that. So what I tell them is that I close at 2 o'clock. If they leave it at 12 and they've got a 2-hour slot, I'm closing at 2 o'clock. If you're not here for 2 o'clock, then you will be charged, because I've got an appointment. Yeah, perfect. Easy peasy. That's a great way of doing it. Clearly it works for you. It works, it works. Brilliant. So next one then, number 8. When you bath a nervous dog, do you wet the head first or last? No, I don't wet the head at all until the end of the bathing process, because we bath twice. We don't just do one shampoo. A lot of people ask, is one shampoo enough? No, it's not. They say one shampoo gets the dirt off the dog, then your second shampoo penetrates the coat and cleans the coat squeaky clean. And there's a lot of arguments out there about that. But for me, with a nervous dog, I will wash the dog's body, all over, legs, everything, leave the head to last. And on the last wash, they get their head washed. Okay. And then finish it off as quick as I can. Yeah, perfect. Number 9, do you find yourself nervous of some breeds? Which ones, and how do you overcome it? Well, I've had huskies in the past. Okay. That has freaked me out. Okay, why? Like, came into the salon, didn't even put my hand on them, and their hairs just went like that in their back. And I just thought, no, they went so submissive. So that body language the shivers, I can even feel myself doing it now, the shivers from my feet right up my back, the anxiety, and I just says to the girl, sorry, turn, take your dog out. I've had a husky that attacked me, and I've also had a Kerry Blue that attacked me. So
is that
them
temperament?
ones I'm not sure what it is, what the dogs, either they've had a bad experience before, or they're just not great for grooming.
Okay. So Kerry Blues.
For grooming. And it just depends how they live. Now, don't get me wrong, I've got Kerry Blues that are fantastic, come in the salon, jump up on the table, love getting grooms, but then I've got ones in and just want to bite the head clean off you, and I'm like going, oh my God.
Yeah.
So I don't do huskies, none of them. No.
Okay.
I've stopped doing them, and I do a few Kerry Blues that I know.
So that's how you overcome it, is just by picking and choosing?
I've picked and choose the ones that I want to do. I take them as pups. If they don't come to me as a pup, as in a Kerry Blue or a Wheaten Terrier, if they're not coming to me from a wee pup and they're like 7, 8 years old and they've been around so many different groomers, sometimes I contact the groomer and ask, what was this dog like? If not, then I just don't do them.
No. What about for someone that's starting out and maybe they're getting a dog that's coming in that they're scared of, they're nervous of, and they maybe can't turn them away, obviously because of business? What would you sort of recommend for them to do? Just be picky?
Just be picky, be very careful. Always have muzzles in your salon. I don't really use muzzles because they upset the dog a wee bit more. But if you have to, use them.
Must.
Groomer's Helper, unbelievable tool. I know they're just this wee clip that goes on your table.
I know they look so simple.
But my God, what they can do with that head, because the dog's head's the strongest part of the body, and if it decides to turn it on a 360-degree turn, it will to get at you. And if you're very nervous of this dog and you feel a sense of nervousness, you know, like something that's not right,
yeah,
you're sensing their anger and they're sensing your fear. So that dog might not be the right thing for you to do, so I would send it away. And if you can't afford to send it away, then
do what
make
you can.
sure you can have Camin sprays, Camin shampoo, keep the salon dog free, keep a soft music on in the background, keep the dog distracted a wee bit, even if you've got a TV. Peanut butter.
Great. I've seen so many people use peanut butter.
Try and calm the dog down. Just slap it all over the wall and let it lick it. It does work.
You would do anything
at all. But if you can afford not to do it and you're feeling feared, then don't do it.
Don't do it. That's as simple. It's just not worth putting yourself at the risk for the sake of a dog.
Not for what, 40 quid?
Yeah, it's not worth it.
No, and bite your hand off, and then you can't
work anymore.
groom then for another month after it.
No.
And you're down another 400 or 500 quid. So
not worth it.
It's not worth it.
You're right. So question 10 then, how do you manage giving advice where it rolls over to a veterinary advice maybe being needed?
Well, we always do a health check. All dog groomers do a health check when they come through the door. You check their teeth, their eyes, their nose, their pads, their skin, behind their ears, things like that. Places where they would break down, places where they would scratch. Always check them over. All down around the groin area, check that, because you do get a lot of dogs with like welts and things that they've been licking themselves and overstimulating or things like that. And just check them all over generally. And if you think that you can, now we're not vets, so we can't give advice. But if you think that you can treat that by using simple shampoos, creams, whatever it is you have, whatever it is that you've been recommended by your tutor or your friends that are groomers for years, or whatever it is you have in the salon, then you can, if you can treat it. If you can't treat it and you look at it and you think, no, this is beyond treatable, then it's straight to the vets. And never give advice, because you're not a groomer.
And then you don't want to fall back
you're not a vet. You're not a vet, and you don't want to give the wrong advice. Always just say, look, you need to take your wee dog to the vet. We don't understand what this is. We haven't a clue. We could Google it. It's coming out of our ears, but we're not vets. So the vet plays a big part. The groomer plays a massive part of the dog's health, because the vets never see them.
No.
Unless there's something seriously wrong.
So you're kind of the middleman. If
we're
it's
the
something that's
middleman. We can point out things. We can see things before anybody else can see it. Even the customers don't really see it. It's we dogs. We see the dogs every 6 weeks, so we know the dogs inside out. We know what their temperament's like. We know what their skin conditions like. We're looking at it and we're working with it. And if they've got flaky skins and things like that, we can treat that. But when it comes to skin breaking down or ear mites that we can't treat, or a flea infestation that's really, really bad within the skin, like mites within the skin and things, you know, we can't treat that. Send them to the vets.
Okay, that's a simple way to do it.
Looking for gingivitis in the mouth, looking for plaque in the mouth, things like that, you know, really, really bad tartar teeth. Customers saying, my dog's breath stinks, and I'm going, did you check its teeth? Bring it out, do we see it? And that kind of thing.
Okay,
so just make sure, if you can, if it's just a wee bit of tartar, we always say a load of denti sticks, let it chew away, or a hard bone, that'll clean the tooth. But if it's really bad, then no, vets only.
Just go to the vets.
Yeah.
Best way to do it. And then the last thing is question 11. Do you offer dental cleaning in your salon?
We do. We offer dental cleaning. Yes, we do. We use that Tropiclean mouthwash. It is fantastic, and we also use that Emipet toothbrush. It's a wee electric toothbrush, but it doesn't buzz. It doesn't make any noise. It's like
vibrations, silent vibrations.
It's like a really silent thing, and the dogs just stand there, and you put it on their teeth. It works, but it has to be done a lot.
Okay.
So that they have to keep coming back to the salon for maintenance. But the Tropiclean stuff's amazing. Put it in their water.
It is great. Fantastic. I've got it for Charlie, and it's so good, and it just freshens his breath. That was the one thing I noticed. His teeth are very good, but his breath was rotten, so we give him that, put it in his water, the wee bit additive, and it was great.
Yeah, it is brilliant stuff. It is. I
Works
use it on my
wonders.
dogs as well, because as you know, I've got 9. Some of them's very old.
It's a lot of maintenance.
Smell.
Yeah.
Bad smell.
It's a lot of maintenance.
So we do use it.
A lot of maintenance. So yeah, that is literally all of the questions that you guys have sent in. Thank you so much for sending them in. I hope that Michael, has answered everything that you were wanting to know. We will be doing more Q&As in the future, so keep an eye out on our Instagram, because that's where I'll be posting to get your questions in. So yeah, that's kind of us rounded up for now. I really hope that you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel, and turn on the little bell notification down below, and that will notify you anytime that we upload a video in the future. So yeah, that's from Michael and I. We are checking out for today. Hope you enjoyed. Any other words, Michael?
No, just hope these wee tips help you.
Brilliant. Bye.
Bye.